Have you heard about Anchor? Well, it's one of the easiest ways to create a podcast. Not only is it 100% free, but it has a variety of creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or a computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast to other sites such as Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many others for you. And Anchor even allows you to make money from your podcast without a required minimum listenership. So whether you've been in the podcasting game for a long time or you're completely new to it, Anchor is so user-friendly that it's basically your one-stop shop for making a podcast. So what are you waiting for? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. You're listening to First Fossil. Because sometimes you simply need someone to help you take that first fossil. Hello and welcome to First Fossil, a show where we learn together how to take that first fossil toward becoming the best versions of ourselves. My name is Candace Olushala, and this month I have been sharing the things that I have been very thankful for. The first one I talked about was my family. The second one was the opportunities to catch up with my friends. And this third one is a bit emotional for me, but I want to say it and I want to sit in it for a little bit with you guys. But this year I have been so incredibly thankful. Whew, I might cry, guys. I apologize. I am so incredibly thankful for my late Uncle Eddie. Um, for those who have been following this podcast since last year, you know that episode 60 was my tribute episode to him on the topic of grief because my family and I had just lost him to coronavirus unexpectedly. And grief is a weird thing, it comes and goes. And some days you're great, and some days you are hating how you're feeling in that moment. But I'm just so thankful for his presence in my life. He literally was a second father to me, and he spoke over me regularly, even weeks leading up to his passing. He was still pouring into me and sharing how much he loved me and is so excited for where I'm going in life and where God has already brought me. And he was so present. The words that he spoke over me, we were constantly texting through WhatsApp. And I'm so grateful that we actually texted so much because I have record upon record for years and years and years of our conversations and his words over my life. Those words still fuel me to this day for what I do each and every day because he saw this transition that I'm in long before I did. And he constantly spoke to me about it, but I didn't understand it. And here I am living in it. And I wish that he was here to see me and to guide me even through this season. But I know that he's been guiding me for so long, for most of my life, that I have opportunity to read through his words and to have that guidance in the memories that we shared so special. I am I am I'm at a loss for words. I'm thankful for the prayers that he prayed over me and that I have so many written down. I'm thankful for his joy, his laughter, his candidness, and the way he loved. And so this is for those that absolutely understand what I'm talking about when it comes specifically to Uncle Eddie and how special he truly was. I'm thankful for him, and I'm thankful for how he not just impacted me, but others who were touched by the soul of that man. So just had to share that with you guys. On that note, let's talk about today's topic. Today's topic is on being microwaved or being marinated. I love talking to people, especially my coaching clients. And when I do talks, I love to share this concept with people. And I want to share how this world is very funny to me. We live in a world, especially those of us in, first world, highly developed, technologically savvy countries and continents even, where things is they gotta happen, We're moving, we're grooving, we can't wait for you, right? And I always see this as a sense of living this microwave life. And the microwave life looks very appealing. I'm not gonna lie. It seems very convenient. It's fast paced. You feel like you don't necessarily have to do prep. You can just kind of like throw things together and it happens, or it just like comes to you real fast and you just receive it and it explodes and it's amazing and it's fantastic and everyone is seeing you, everyone's loving you, you're getting everything you want, and you're living your quote unquote best life, right? The issue also with microwaves though, they can burn things. They don't really cook things evenly. They strip the nutritional value out of the food that you're eating. Now, how many of us are experiencing these types of scenarios where things look flashy, things look attractive? You're going, how come they're living their best life? I'm not living my best life. I want to do that. Why can I do that? They seem like they were a success overnight. They seem like they got the man overnight. They seem like they got the girl overnight. They seem like they got the money overnight. They seem like they got the glam and the glitz and the fame overnight. Why can't I have that? And although we see enough people rise and fall, rise and crash, rise and literally explode in a not so positive way, we still, for some reason, want that. And because the messaging is out there to say that that's exactly what you need. That's exactly how you should be living. It should be go, 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 glam, 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 glitz, 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 fame, 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 receive, 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 get. We think that that's living. We'll even sacrifice our health and our livelihood and our relationships for the microwave life. Oh, but the dreaded marinating. Ugh, why would we want to marinate? Ugh, it's so slow. And you have to plan and you have to prep, and sometimes you don't even know what you're planning or prepping for. It's just so long. But here's the thing about marinating. If you're in culinary school, if you're in the culinary arts, if you just love cooking shows, you already know. Heck, if you just like to eat like I do, hallelujah, thank you for Thanksgiving, it's coming. Like, if you just like to eat, if you're a foodie, let me tell you, marinating, you appreciate the marinating, okay? Marinating is actually energy saving, which is weird because you are taking the time. You're not like trying to use this fast energy and you're like, go, 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 go. You're slowing down and you're just letting it soak in. You're letting the flavors come in, the paprikas and the cinnamons and the garlics and the onions and the cilantro and the parsley and the oregano. And yes, like all of these flavors are just seeping in. Oh, and it can be so nice when it's cooked evenly through all the ray fruit. You can taste every single flavor. Yes, hunty. Isn't that what you want? Don't you want to be so flavorful that people just can't get enough? Heck, you can't get enough of yourself, that you can't get enough of the life that you're living. I have had to deal with this and wrestle with this in the transition that I'm in. Having left my 9 to 5 as a pharmacist and a public health professional and stepping full time into my calling to pour into the lives of others powerfully and calling them, empowering them to live their most fulfilled life for the rest of their lives in the most creative way possible. I've wrestled with this microwave living versus marinating. Since I started my podcast last summer, I've watched people market themselves, bragging about how they've gained thousands of followers or they've earned X amount of money. And 90 days or 30 days, however many days they did it, overnight even, and how if you pay them the magical price of $997, that they'll show you exactly how to do the exact same thing that they did to become a star, right? And I'm not gonna lie, that microwave living has looked very appealing in the moments when I've been hungry for the results that I'm seeing from them. And I've felt the same way when I would see people jumping into relationships or getting married, starting families, and they seem to be thriving. And I wanted to figure out how to meet my husband sooner. Like, whoa, what do I gotta do, Holy Ghost, to speed this process up? What are we doing? Like, I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of sitting here. I just want to go. I just want to go. I just want to jump. I want to do this. But I've been learning. I've been learning a lot, and God's been teaching me that life is a lot tastier when I allow myself to be marinated in the processes of getting to where life is taking me and where God is taking me and where I desire to go. So I heard this actually from Michelle Obama, and she talked about how not just her, but even Oprah, and they've talked about how we see people like they seem like they're sensations overnight or they're getting the dream, they're living the dream overnight. And they say, don't let the lights, camera action fool you. Okay. Because everyone who has done this and it's been sustainable had to start off laying a slow foundation and really soaking in the process. And that's how they've been able to stay afloat no matter what happens, because circumstances happen and empires fall, but they're still their whole selves and they know who they are. And so they're not wrapped up in the quick, get rich quick or the get everything I want fast life, but they've cherished every part of the process, the good, the bad, the ugly, and have allowed that to be their foundation. And so I realized that now I've gone through experiences where I have, well, not now, I would say in the past, I have had moments over the years where I would fight within myself about how I haven't been able to move faster or progress further to obtain what I want. But let's be real. You can't rush a master chef. A master chef is going to take his time. And if God wants to work with me on a slow process, he knows what he's doing because he's an artiste in his craft to take me through this journey. And life can be like that. Life is able to take us through processes that some things you just can't do fast. And if you try, it ends up missing parts and being not exactly what it looks like it is. You might have to sacrifice your sanity, your health, your love life, your relationship. You'd have to sacrifice something. You'd have to sacrifice something to get all of those things super fast. I mean, a plant is only going to grow as fast as a plant needs to grow. And when it grows at the rate that it needs to, with all of the nutrients that it needs and all the nutrients that it needs to get to be its most thriving self, it looks beautiful. Gardens, vegetables, fruits, they taste so much more flavorful than those that had to like do this quick. You lose the flavor, you lose the texture, you lose the vibrant colors, you lose so much. And it might look like it has all those things, but when you really bite into it, it doesn't really taste as great as if it took its time. And so we might have to wait a little longer for our food to be served when it comes to a master chef or really being marinated. But when those flavors hit our taste buds, man, how much do we realize it was worth the wait? But we have to remember that taking life slow, healing properly, in the discomfort, sitting in the discomfort of the healing process, all of that is for the purpose of having a fulfilled, tasty life. that can be shared with the world around us. And that allows us to enjoy getting to be marinated in each season of our life instead of zooming past it and going, where did the years go? Where did the time go? But actually cherishing this moment right here, right now. So, how can we marinate? How can we enjoy the marinating process when we see so many people running and all of the messaging telling us to get it tonight, get it today, get it tomorrow, get it right now, in 3 days, in 2 days, in this moment? How can we slow down, not be distracted or drawn in by the microwave lifestyle, but to appreciate the marinating? Well, number one, we can continuously picture life on the other side of the process. Write the vision down. Remind yourself of why you're taking your time to enjoy the moments of the marinating. Two, block out the noise. Sometimes we got to turn off the news, get off social media, stop watching these reality TV shows, and just sit in the silence and allow ourselves to create the vision, write the dream, not be distracted by that noise that wants to prevent us from being in the marinating process. Number three, be honest with yourself in the journey. It's a journey. It's not a marathon. It's not a relay race. It's your journey. And your journey will never look like anyone else's journey, even if you're getting blueprints from other people as guides. You will never get the exact same story. And so, touching base with yourself, checking in with yourself, making sure you're okay in this season of your marinating process. Four, learn that all pain is not bad for you. Some pain is actually really good. Like when you have a little like kink in your shoulder, and then you go to the masseuse, you go to the chiropractor, and they get that kink, and you like, ooh, that pain was good. That it's like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. There's pain that's absolutely not okay and that we need to heal from, but there's pain that you gotta knead into it. Just like kneading dough, you gotta punch it, you gotta work it, you gotta stretch it, you gotta play with it and get the knots out. You gotta get it smooth so it can bake nice. That process is so necessary, and don't run from it. Don't shy away from it because it's part of where you're going and you going to be tasty, my friend, when you get to the other side of that painful process. And number 5, keep track of where you are in the marinating process. Journal, blog, vlog, share your journey. Do what you need to do to remind yourself of where you were, where you are, and where you're going. And you can do all of these steps repeatedly throughout the marinating process. And you're going to have different moments of marinating in different situations and different seasons and different seasonings, hunty. But each flavor that's added to who you are is going to make you taste nice. And I'm not going to pretend like this is easy. This is not an easy process. To have to ignore what the world is presenting regarding getting what you want overnight, whether it's rock hard abs or the love of your life or a million subscribers or being a viral sensation on TikTok, whatever. But stepping back, breathing, tuning out the noise, enjoying every step of the journey, and speaking out loud why you're enjoying this part of the process, even if it might hurt a little bit. That's going to propel you forward. Because maybe the pain that you have to kind of dig through today is a process that you know is taking you into a space to become the best, most fulfilled version of yourself that will have eternal effects that the get it quick life, that microwave life, can and will never provide for you. So, what about you? Are you distracted by the microwave lifestyles? Are you dreading getting marinated? Are you in a marinating season? And if so, what is it? Share these stories with me. Share your thoughts. I want to hear from you guys. And I love being inspired by you guys so much. Thank you for those that are constantly sharing your thoughts and your experiences with me. I love it. Hit me up on social media. You can text me at 859-800-3396. You can go to my website, www.firstfossil.com. Find ways to like, support, subscribe, become a patron. Mis first pasitos. I love you guys. And share these episodes with people, the ones that hit you and allow you to have deep conversations with people, and share things that you've talked about because of the topic that we've talked about here together. I am so thankful for you guys. Thank you for listening to today's episode. Let me know what you think of it. If you have any other ideas, suggestions, and want to hear more on topics like this, let me know. Otherwise, talk to you guys soon. Love you guys. Besitos. Bye.